Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Russell Nollen. I'll be your instructor for a while. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the guitar's anatomy. Let's begin. First obvious part of your guitar you'll probably pick off are the strings. Next, from the top here, that's the head, neck, and body. Body's top, back, and sides. This section is referred to as the upper bout. This section is referred to the lower bout, sometimes referred to as hips and shoulders. This section is referred to as the waist, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. The strings are anchored on both sides by tuning machines and the bridge. You see a little piece of white plastic that's referred to as the saddle. Strings sit on a saddle. And these are little pins, just called bridge pins. On the other side, you have what's called a nut. And think about a nut and a bolt. You thread a bolt through a nut, you thread a string through a nut. There's little metal rails embedded into the wood called frets. So the surface is referred to as a fret board. And where the neck and the body meet, that section right there is referred to as the heel. We'll talk about that a little bit more later too. This is the sound hole, and some acoustic guitars will have what's called a pick guard. Some players tend to play at an angular motion, and rather than scratching up the surface of the guitar or the top of the guitar with a pick, they've got a pick guard to protect it. You may notice that your acoustic guitar has a strap button. You may have it on one side or another. I've got one right here. This is to hold the strap on if you're standing or you just want a little more security while you're seated. If your guitar does not have a strap button on this side, you can get to your local guitar shop and have them install one for you. Or some players prefer to have the strap coming over and tying it around the headstock. Now, if you're playing an electric guitar, you'll notice a wide variety of shapes and styles. We'll keep it basic for now. A lot of the parts are same names and they function very similarly. The main difference of an electric guitar is that there's no sound hole. This is a solid piece of wood. So to get the sound out of it, these are pickups, and they're essentially electromagnets. And if you can imagine a vibrating piece of steel disturbing a magnetic field at a certain frequency, that gets picked up through the cable, out through your amp. Volume control, and a tone control. And essentially what that will do is either brighten up all the way or darken sound all the way down. Pickup selector. In this position, it'll turn the neck pickup on, or in this position, turning the bridge pickup on for a little brighter sound. And you can combine it in the middle. You notice that your guitar has little dots on the fretboard, position markers, or dot inlays they call them sometimes. And what this does is allow you to basically see where you are on the fretboard. You can imagine if you're jumping back and forth rather quickly, with the frets looking very similar and the spaces in between looking very much alike, you can get lost a little bit too easy. So all these are just position markers. Now, there are lots of other parts that a repairman or a builder would know about, but for now, we've covered the basics. Thanks for joining me here. Hope these tips have been helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me here at russell@russellnollen.com. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.